during the monsoon, while many other valley locations.
And hello again, YouTube. It is 10:17 a.m. Monday, August 22nd, 2022. Man, Jim Munn doing the
Sky Harbor has 72 delays and 13 cancellations after last night's storms. Most of the delays or cancellations are American and Southwest flights. Check with your airline before heading out to the airport. You're never more.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. There was quite the storm last night, so I would imagine quite a bit got canceled and delayed due to the weather. Yeah, so I was trying to get this thing on and recording, and I totally missed the little blurb that he did about a lawsuit against the city of Phoenix from a group of businesses downtown for not taking care of a growing homeless encampment downtown. They've got to be talking about the zone. It's got to be some businesses that are operating around the zone. And one of the most viewed videos on my channel, well, you know, of course, that isn't Edna Swap Torn, is an excerpt from one of my vlogs where I'm going through, driving through the zone, and you can see just how out of hand the encampment and all the tents and stuff were down there. It's like mid-July. You know, I went through there a week ago in the early morning, and I looked at the video, and you can't really see much, unfortunately. Just the lighting was bad, and my phone just recorded it. Like the sun was coming up in the horizon, and then it was like all the tents were in shadows, and you just really can't see much, unfortunately. But I don't know. It didn't really seem to me like it had got any better or worse, you know, between, you know, mid-July when I went through there and shot the one video of the area, and then went through it the other morning. I believe it was on a early. I can't remember if it was an early Thursday morning or an early Friday morning. At any rate, yeah, I couldn't really tell if it got any better or worse in that month, but so yeah, and the little news segment that Jeff Munn just did was talking about how he feels the city of Phoenix, or not he, but how the plaintiffs in the lawsuit, which is this group of businesses downtown, or probably just west of downtown, feel that the city of Phoenix is taking advantage of a federal court decision that prohibits the city from removing homeless people from public spaces if there's not available shelter for them. Which, yeah, I forget exactly. I believe that lawsuit started in Boise, Idaho, if memory serves. But I mean, that's at that point. I mean, that's been decided by the federal courts. I mean, granted, it could go all the way to the Supreme Court, and it'll be certainly interesting if it does. But at this point, I mean, that's fairly, you know, decided federal law. It is what it is. So to sue the, you know, I mean, I don't like it any more than anybody else does, but to sue the city of Phoenix because they're complying with a federal court decision, it doesn't seem like a winning position in a lawsuit. Anyway, that's definitely something I want to Google and find out more about. I'm definitely interested in what's happening with that. Now, one thing I do think could be kind of, wow, check this person. We got somebody going through the crosswalk that didn't even bother to hit the button for to turn on the hawk. That hawk works really good too. I've used it many times. Yeah, we got a homeless guy with a wagon, and a very big stick, and another homeless guy with a shopping cart. Yeah, it's pretty bad right through here. I'm sure there's a bunch of them right there behind the Circle K sign. There always is. Oh yeah. One person laying down and a shopping cart full of garbage. Yeah, I think one thing that those business owners could certainly do. Oh wow, look at this. We've got a fire hydrant open and just flooding onto McDowell Road. Wonder what's up with that. That can't be good. Wow. Certainly one thing that I think that these, now I don't really know which businesses these are, and I need to Google that, and hopefully I can find an article and I can link it in my video description. Generally speaking, anything that they say on KTAR, you can find a more in-depth article on ktar.com. So I'm going to definitely look that up while I'm in here doing my laundry. But certainly I think one thing that would be a winning position for those businesses that are suing the city of Phoenix that are presumably located down in the zone, certainly I think something that they can bring up is the uneven enforcement and tolerance of, oh, look at this, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. And we got Family Dollar logo on the left side and Dollar Tree logo on the right side. Apparently that is the same company now. I don't think it used to be. That's the first time I've noticed like Family Dollar and Dollar Tree signs on the same store. And those are temporary banners, so I mean those signs just went up. That store was recently closed, by the way, for maintenance, so and like an update. So I think we'll pop in there and see what's going on once I get my laundry started. Anyway, back to the Phoenix situation with tolerance of the homeless and whatnot. I think one thing that would behoove the business owners to bring up in this lawsuit, that I would certainly be bringing up if I was in their shoes, is the uneven enforcement and handling of that based on location in Phoenix. Because you better believe when homeless people try to set up camp in and around the Biltmore, and I'm talking like like Biltmore Shopping Center, pretty much anywhere around the area of, say, 24th Street and Camelback. Phoenix police move them along rather quickly when they try to set up camp. Anyway, it's very uneven enforcement. It's almost like they're thoroughly encouraging it at this point down in the zone. All those tent encampments, especially with the way they put those chains up to kind of designate where you can and cannot put a tent. But they're certainly not allowing that at, say, the 2500 block of East Camelback or the 5300 block of North 24th Street. If it's in an upscale area, the Phoenix police are definitely running the homeless off. But in and around the zone, they're tolerating it and borderline encouraging it. So I do think if the businesses that are suing the city of Phoenix, if they concentrate on that, I'd say they have a case, because that's a definite problem. And it's certainly not fair to if you're going to enforce a law, you need to enforce it evenly, not just not handle things one way in wealthy areas and another way in economically depressed areas. That's not acceptable at all. Anyway, it's definitely a news story I want to look up and read more information on and follow. And I definitely want to try to put in the description a link to some more. Like I said, I'm just responding to a really short news article that I didn't even manage to get recorded. But I'm sure ktar.com has some info on it. I'll be sure to post that in the description. So if you're curious, check that. And thanks for coming with me on this super short drive. It's time to go do my laundry.